Angry Joe Pacific Drive review. Let's see what Angry Joe got to say and decide if I want to buy this shit or not. It's a real thing. Oh, I believe you. Cigarette addiction? I don't know.
Hey everyone, welcome to another rapid fire review.
This is not Angry Joe.
Time for
I don't keep watching.
Studios, Pacific Drive. You know, to be honest, I didn't really want to review this game.
Oh, why?
And it wasn't necessarily the game's fault. We had just finished the horrible fecal farce that was Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League.
Oh.
And we were already neck deep in whatever the hell Ubisoft had been working on for...
Hold on, let me look at this. Third-party content is what I got struck for. Expires June 23rd. What? Begin review. Okay, let me continue, sorry.
10 fucking years. So here was yet another survival game after so many had already come out in just the first 2 months of 2024. This one apparently pretty far out from what I normally seek out in a survival game. It's basic in its crafting system, there's no base building to speak of, perhaps even a touch linear, and reportedly very story-driven. Now, story-driven games seem to be a losing bet for video game consumers nowadays. Being story-driven often leads to underbaked gameplay.
It doesn't tell me. It just says third-party content. That's all that it tells me. That's the only reason why the other fucking YouTube channel got the fucking live disconnected. What the fuck, dude? I don't get what the fuck I did to break their TOS. Maybe I was just fucking stupid. I don't know.
Mechanics, as they aren't necessarily the focus of their game.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And then, of course, we are subject to poorly written drivel by either the uninspired or cobbled together by a committee of old people pretending to know what young people want. And then, of course, revised by consulting companies who are equally as clueless, but bear none of the blame afterwards. These impossible to underestimate writing teams, or tweetsmiths, then subject us to dialogue that sounds AI-generated at best. Characters speaking to each other like it's their first human conversation not made through a tiny screen.
Imagine.
140 characters at a time. So again, I didn't necessarily want to jump right into this review. But of course, clearly, since this video exists and you're watching it, I did. And Pacific Drive is about half of what was described to me.
Oh, the cam next to your name, Stofan, that's you got a sub.
It is story-driven, with limited crafting and building compared to other survival games. But really,
Yo, you frown. Thank you so much for the raid, homie. How was your stream, dude? Chat, please go show a new homie you found some love. They be playing Helldivers. Got to check out their stream a little bit last night. It was sick, bro. Go check them out. Go show them some love. But yeah, Chucky, it was for this stream. So I don't really know what third part, unless it was the Jubilee video. What else did we fucking react to? Yeah, it had to have been like the Jubilee video or something. I don't know what else it could have been.
it doesn't feel like a survival game to me. It's more of a looter,
killing bugs. Hell
extraction
yeah!
game. And it's pretty fucking good.
Oh.
It was exactly the palate cleanser I needed. The game wasn't just enjoyable, it's also interesting. And not how you would describe a good friend's bad cooking. I mean really interesting. In a gaming landscape where we don't remember much but the failures of the games we play, having a memorable experience was refreshing. The game held my attention for the entire time I played it. Now, of course, there are slower parts or mechanics I would have preferred be changed, or minor tedium that popped up from time to time. Hell, surviving is tedious. But I still remained interested in what was happening.
I don't know. I'll have to see what, like, I put in an appeal, so they'll email me if they find out, but I don't think it would have gone up that fast. I don't know. I don't know. The only other time that anything like that happened is when I watch clips of the NFL. So.
The basics here are,
Oh, it was Cam?
you are a
Fuck
driver.
yeah.
Just some person driving a car somewhere in the Pacific Northwest. You miss an exit, take a wrong turn or two, and you find yourself alongside the exclusion zone. A massive area previously controlled by the government for bizarre experiments. Naturally, as something run by a shady government agency, something or many somethings go wrong. And now the zone has been sealed off, abandoned, and you are right next to its outer walls. There's some sudden strange noises paired with bursts of light and color, and our driver passes out. We come to inside the zone, chunks of our car strewn about, much of it in tiny pieces, and about half of it is floating weightlessly in the air around us. As we get our bearings, we trek to a nearby shack and find the co-star of our game, a station wagon, a 1970 classic Ford POS, miraculously still in mostly working order, but beat to hell.
Yo, Frown, thank you so much, homie. I appreciate you. Sleep well. Have an amazing day tomorrow. Thank you so fucking much for the raid. Appreciate you, dude. I had to pat myself on the back. I got you, gangster.
After a brief introduction to basic repairs, we take our station wagon on a bit of a drive to seek out more permanent shelter. Driving this thing takes some getting used to. It sways and drifts, the suspension is shot to hell, and the damn thing just absolutely chugs gas. Driving through the zone is a dangerous task. It's an ever-changing place with all sorts of strange things lurking about. But luckily, a few scientists who chose to linger behind in the zone when it was sealed off got in contact with us and let us know exactly where we can find some safety. The story of Pacific Drive is told by these scientists who at least appear to be looking to help us. They all have different personalities and ideas about how to get us the hell out of the exclusion zone, and are certainly some of the most memorable NPCs in any survival game that I've played. A lot of it has to do with the performance of the voice actors, who did well, but the writing also made them feel far more real than we get in other titles. There wasn't the standard hollow NPC feeling.
About this? Well, they'll be fine. It's not fine. Look at those radiation spikes that Colossal Cappy's still giving off after all these years. To achieve any sort of resonance, the driver's going to have to get right up against Cappy.
I get you, Francis, but Oppie's got a point. Any remnant energy lingering in the car is too weak to detect with conventional methods.
Really? You're gonna take her side?
This isn't about sides. It's a good plan.
I would be yelling at these fuckers if I play this game on stream. I'd be like, yo, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to talk to chat, God damn it.
I won't risk someone's life just so we can log another remnant sighting.
The driver can make their own decision. I'm not forcing them to do anything. For all I care, they can lay down, wait until the instability takes them. That would get them out of my hair much faster than all of these shenanigans.
After establishing a base of operations in one of their garages, we start exploring the world, searching for materials, breaking existing stuff down for parts, and with the help
Busting it down. My bad.
from our guides, we can figure out what the hell is going on, and how we can make it deeper into the zone to get the answers we need to get out. Now, searching for materials, the basics of the crafting system, inventory management, and expanding your technologies will all feel very familiar to survival game vets. Honestly, the only things that took any getting
What if I'm a little baby back bitch noob that doesn't know anything about survival games other than a small bit of knowledge about the forest?
used to was the UI layout and perhaps the rituals of getting in and out of the car. You open the car door, you get in the car, you turn on the car, you put the car in gear, you turn on the wipers, you realize you left the back hatch open, so you put the car in park, and you open the door, and you get out of the car, and close the hatch, and so on, every time. Now, it's all stuff that we do every single day, but it felt awkward in a video game, especially at first, but I got used to it. Exploring the world is exciting and dangerous, and there are consequences if things don't go the way you planned. But it's not so punishing that you won't want to get right back out there. The game is about making these runs. Again, kind of a looter-driver gameplay loop. You constantly want to press deeper and deeper into the zone, so you must figure out the quirks your car has to get there. Figure out how the zone plans
Figure out how quirky your car is.
to kill you this time around, all while developing new tech and finding supplies along the way. The individual areas you drive through shift in layout each time you go through them, and have random statuses that will change how things operate while you're there. It can make these areas covered in darkness, make the waterways corrosive, or even change how parts of your car behave. Now, unfortunately, even with these changes, driving through explored areas can feel repetitious. There are some fast travel capabilities that can be unlocked eventually, but you'll spend quite a bit of time retreading areas. And especially towards the end of the game, I just wanted to get back to the good stuff. In the end, I enjoyed my experience with Pacific Drive. The story and the characters are solid, there are deep and well-designed gameplay mechanics, and I like the extraction aspect where I was constantly pressing my luck. Look, the game isn't perfect, and it's clearly not for everyone, but if you're in the mood for a bit of exploring and a memorable narrative adventure, and won't mind all of the prep work, routine, and looting it will require, I highly recommend it. The other thing is, this game is less than $30, and in the world of $70 quadruple A games whose only use is to be bad examples, that's a pretty damn good deal. I'm going to give Pacific Drive an 8 out of 10, and I think you should play it. Thanks so much for watching
he
this
just
rapid fire
fucking
review. Next up, I'm going to do a
jacked his
rapid
shit.
fire for Rise of Ronin. So I'll see you then on the next.
Dude, again, I just don't know if I would like this game considering the grindiness of it type shit, you know? I don't know if I would like that part of it. Plus, I'm not the best with survival games, so I'm still so 50-50 on this. But, yeah. This game deserves the praise. More titles like this should get recognition. While AAA is dropping the ball, AA titles coming out with bangers and saving the industry. Yeah, literally. AA indie, yeah. Literally fucking saving this shit right now.